That's that. Okay, so let's go back into step 6, and it says to rename. Let's have a look at step 6. We've done that. Results should look like that. There it is. Step 6, rename your sections east, west, north, south. Go to the north, south section, activate VV or VG, and turn off the doors, the windows, and make sure the walls are half-toned, and also make sure the detail level is fine. That's not through the VG, that's just through the normal level of detail level. So this terminology is level of detail and detail level, two different things. Okay, but computing is like that, it's always there to confuse you. Alright, so okay, let's go to how do we know which is your north, south, east, west? Okay, well if you're looking at this is north, south, but if you look over here which is section 1 and section 2, how do you know which one it is? You don't really know. So and they both look the same if you look at them really. One's a bit longer than the other, but that's about it. For me to make sure I'm getting the right one, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to right click over the top of this little blue thing, and I'm going to say, make sure you've got no command active. Right click, go to view. Again, okay, that's the one. Usually it's the first one you've done. So that's it there. But I couldn't remember which one I did first. So there you go. Alright, so that's the one. So this is the one that's going to be my north south, and I right click here and I'll rename it. Alright, so I get this right. So okay there. Alright, next thing we're going to go is the last instruction was to go here to the detail level and make it fine. Yeah, so that's done. Now just go back a step and go to my VV or VG, and you set to turn off the doors. Here they are. Then we'll go down to windows and walls. Or walls are there, we can make them half tone here. Just a little tick there, and the windows can go off. Alright, is that all we have to do? Seemingly, yes. Alright, okay, that. So there are the walls, they're greyed out. Alright. Not sure why we did that, because I think the next instruction is going to say turn the walls off, but anyhow. So we did that. The section should look similar to below, which we did in step 7. And then we set to the scale to 1:20. That's step 8. Alright. There you go, 1:20. They become even more dashed. Alright. We're going to set the lines to, set the thin lines command to be thin lines rather than thick. So just to clarify that, how do we know if it's already thin or thick? Well, we don't really know, because this here, can't even tell. There, that's thick, and now it's thin. So we want the thin lines. It's good. Also says here that, I just go down to step 8. Also says, also note that the concrete hatch is shown, which we did. If not, select each concrete beam and then make sure its structural usage is set to girder. It should then display as shown somewhere. It's shown here. Alright, note that we can also see the mesh added earlier on, which is this line here. Alright, let's have a look at that. So let's make sure so it's good to be checking every step of the way. Alright, so here's the mesh. You can see the top bar and the bottom bars are in section of the mesh, and it's about probably 25 or 30 millimeters from top. And mine is looking all good. If I click on here, my structural usage is in fact other, and it works well, but if you want to make them all the same, so for example girders, you can do that, but mine works okay, so I'm not going to touch it. Good old rule, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's we'll leave it. Alright. Alright, so where are we? Number 9, 10 thick lines, TL is a command. Back to thick lines again. Ooh, nice one flying. Okay, so you can type in TL, or you can just click that button again. TL, I'm going to type it this time, see how it became thick. Alright, so that's what we're doing there. Alright, we're going to go back to the line weight tool again that we learned earlier under modify, and we're going to make these thick lines become thin again for better clarity. Oh yeah, so for clarity we're going to switch off the wards as well. So that's what I said, I'm not sure why we left the wards in there, but maybe initially we thought we wanted them, but now we want to turn them off. So W to go to W and just turn it off. And go OK. It's a quick way of getting there, just pressing the button and no enter required. Let's go to the modify and go down to this little tool here, which LW is this short command, by the way, so you can just type that in. If you're doing this every day, you'll learn all these little commands and you just type them in next time. LW is a command. Alright, we're going to, but then there's no shortcut for this, so you still have to come up here and pick something else. So let's go with thin lines, line style. So that's all we want, thin. Just go around the whole thing here and just see how they're becoming thinner. Oh, I missed that one. There you go. Get that one. That one. That one there. And for some reason I think these ones are thin already. I don't know why. Anyhow, I'm grateful for that. Alright, so that's done. And you can see the little bars there better now that I've got the thicker lines on. Alright, we've still got this thing happening in here. See that line through there? Let's see if we can get rid of that, I think, next. Just modify this and come out. MD is the command. Or escape a couple of times. Alright, so now with no commands active, we can go with VV. And what we want to do is go to S for structural. And structural area reinforcement is this thing here we want. That one there. So that one we can turn off. And go OK. Alright, and that's disappeared. Another little thing that a lot of you have been struggling with. Alright, mine's working again. Don't know why, but make sure that the detail level is set to fine, which have we done that already? Yes, it's already done. The outcome should look as below, which it does. This is good, looks like that. Alright, now we're going to create a little 1:10 detail of the above footing in that area there, so we can end up with that. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go here. Look at that. We didn't set our timer going. Hopefully we won't run out of time. Alright. Okay, so I'll do this little call out, then I'll stop this and we'll continue on in a second. Let's go with what am I doing again? Oh yeah, view command. View. This one here. Oh, I'll just click here. It's a few. You can do it by sketch, or you can just do a rectangle. I'll do a rectangle here. So the sketch one will give you like a better sort of polygonal thing. Now if I click here and I click this little dot here, alright, that one there, and I drag it along here, I can put it up there. Don't worry about the numbers, they'll come in when we put this on the sheet later. So you don't touch the numbers, it does it automatically for you. Alright, now that we did that, we're going to right click here and go to view so we can actually look at it. In fact, it's done it right here, but I can go that way as well. Alright, so there it is, we're all there now. Alright, beautiful. Now we've got that there. It says to make sure that we go down here and we have these things on, which we have, which means I can see this annotation boundary happening. I can bring that in a bit and I can crop it a bit so that it's not taking. This will have more effect later on when I drag it onto my sheet. It won't be taking all this room unnecessarily on the sheet, and you can just tailor it a little bit. Of course, if you want a little bit more to show of the slab, you can make it a bit bigger like that, for example. All right. So that's how you control that. Okay, we'll leave it there for now.